So let's have a little bit of fun to finish off this podcast. All of this business talk has got me thinking about, we talked about our dogs earlier and being the dog days of summer, but I had the opportunity to be featured in a magazine out here in Houston called Pet Talk Magazine. And it's because I have 2 dogs. I have a Beagle Cocker Spaniel mix that I've had for almost 10 years. And then I've got a Catahoula Leopard dog that is absolutely incredible and been a blast to be around. And we were featured in this magazine. We took pictures. I answered questions. But one of the questions, there's a couple questions in this article that I had the chance to answer that I'm curious about you, Tuttle. One of the first ones was, if there were no laws and you just had the opportunity to have any pet you could have, and I think it's kind of fitting because the COVID era was kind of kicked off by, what was it, the Tiger King, I think it was?
Yeah.
If you could have any pet as a pet without criticism or breaking a law, which pet would it be for you?
Well, gosh, that's not an easy question. We might have talked about this before, but Chris Rock has an old joke where they always report when an animal, like the tiger, they had a pet tiger and the tiger went crazy and ate the people. He's like, the tiger didn't go crazy. The tiger went tiger. Like, that's what it does. It eats people, right? Like, that's the joke. So, I mean, you're right. The Tiger King became popular. I mean, I'm pretty happy with just a dog, I mean, I guess if you could train something that could be your pet, I mean, the world is, I mean, there's so many things. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with a dog as a pet. I know that's not a great answer. I don't know. It would be fun to have a giraffe as a pet. Keep the trees aligned, back there. He would be mellow, I don't know. I mean, look, I threw you a curveball. 2 beers in.
What kind of bombs would a giraffe drop? Who's picking those up?
Hey, I mean, if you can train and keep a giraffe, you're probably I'm gonna have a zookeeper too, man. I'm gonna be like, dude, I got like 8 acres and a lot of trees. I'm not worried about picking up the giraffe
Put your
poop.
old built-in fertilizer out there.
Well, here's a bonus. I mean, I don't know this to be true, but it sounds good. Rabbits, right? Rabbits like poop in pellets. They're vegetarian. I mean, I gotta think giraffes, are, because they're vegetarian. I gotta say their poops are probably like, I don't know, like deer poop or. I'm not worried about.
How many people listening to this are going to Google giraffe poop now?
Well, I'm going to do it as soon as I get off the podcast because maybe I'll change my answer for next podcast. No, I just think a giraffe would be cool. Maybe more than one. What about you, Blummer? What animal would you want as a pet? You're going to say, dude, a great white shark, keep it in the pool. I don't know.
Keep it in the pool. Yeah, I'd only have certain friends over at night. I want a shark with a freaking laser.
There you go, Austin Powers.
No, I think maybe this exposes a little too much of my 90s childhood, is the fact that watching Friends, I think that I would enjoy having a little monkey rolling around.
Ah, there you go.
Might be kind of fun. And I can't believe that I just saw giraffe poop sent to me in a text.
Look at that. Yes, sir.
That's a lot.
And you know what?
That is quite a bit of poop.
Well, that might be more than one. I nailed it, though. It's like rabbit pellets, dude. Just take a little broom.
Rabbit pellets, those are more like bowling balls.
Well, it's hard to tell diggings, but...
Yeah.
All right, we're going to put that in the show notes, too, along with the article. Here you go. Anybody want rabbit?
I'm putting the diaper on the monkey, and the monkey's going to get me beers. That's what I got. I'm going to put... That's so bad. That is so bad that I'm going to pick an animal that can do things for me instead of actually enjoying the company of the pet.
No, that's not bad. You live in a house, like, it's one thing, like, where I have a son, and, we talk about opening doors for ladies and being chivalrous and things that are benefit. I mean, you're in a house full of women, and they expect a lot out of you. That's all I can say. And so what the hell is wrong with Blummer having a monkey to get him a beer on occasion?
Having somebody on my side.
That's right. Let's make it a male monkey, too.
I'm going to get a monkey.
There you go.
All right.
This is great. This is actually, Blummer, after dark for one, but for two, the topics you came up with.
Too much.
Yeah. You're on the money.
Okay, so I've got one parting question. So you've got a giraffe, I've got a monkey. Now, the question is, we got the question from a fan saying, if we didn't play baseball, what other sport would we play? That was a really good question. My question to you to finish off this podcast and talking about animals, talking about pets is, if you had the opportunity to become in your next life any animal, what animal would that be?
Yep. Yeah, I'd like to be high up on the food chain, so I'm looking somewhere like grizzly bear. I think grizzly bear is a pretty good spot to be. You know, you can't really mess with them. You get to sleep a lot. You get to hibernate, sleep a lot. Anyway.
That is a great call.
And all right. How about that? I just pulled that one right out. I didn't even think about that, but a grizzly bear sounds good. But you don't want to pick something, you know, what's the life of a fly, like one day or something, or a mosquito, like, you know, you got to pick something high up on the food chain.
Ideal.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. And the tortoises at the San Diego Zoo, those things live like 95 years. So
who wants to do that?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Damn, you nailed it with the bear, though. I'm an alumnus of California Golden Bears, and I wouldn't even have thought of a bear. Damn it.
Well, that's all right. You got something there. What do you got?
Yeah, well, I've always been envious of people that were fast. So my idea was a cheetah. I'm like, dude, I want to be fast. I want to go out there and run, 25, 30 miles an hour and just, blow past people or catch up to my prey and rip them to shreds. So my idea was being a cheetah.
You know what, Blum? I'm going to add a little color to this. This is great because we're probably going to talk a little fantasy football as we get going. I know our fantasy football draft is coming up in a couple weeks. But my second choice, so my first pick was grizzly bear. In the second round, you didn't take my guy. I would take an owl. I'd like to be an owl, like one of those killer owls that fly above. Yeah, that's just awesome. So you're stuck with, what are you stuck with?
You've thought about this.
No, I just thought of it right now.
I'm just think of an owl just now. Who thinks of that?
Apparently I do after 2 beers at 10 o'clock at night in California. I have no idea. I mean, it just hit me. I'd like to fly. That was the first thing I thought of. I'd like to fly, top of the food chain. Those things are sticking with me. So I'll take grizzly bear in the first round. You took, what did you take? Oh, cheetah. And then I take owl. So I got grizzly bear and owl. So I feel like I'm a pretty good opponent. So hopefully that gets us ready for the fantasy football season. But I like it. And make sure to tell the fans to go out and get the Pet Talk magazine. I mean, isn't that what this is all about? Do they have to pay for it? Or is it something that's delivered to their door? Yeah. Or what's going on?
It's coming out in September. Yeah, it's coming out in September. Go get yourself the Pet Talk magazine. You'll see a beautiful spread of me and my dogs. I mean, that's some after dark thoughts right there. And I just want to make a note here that our producer, Mark Ramos, chimed in. He wanted to be a house cat because he could sleep 100% of the time. That is a great choice. But yeah, Pet Talk magazine is going to be coming out in September. I'll be a part of it. And what a wonderful way to end this episode of Bleacher Blums.